The reality is that one YouTube video can completely change your business. Some of the biggest personal brands, whether they're an agency, selling an info product, or any high-ticket offers, all had one breakthrough video that doubled or even tripled their revenue. And the best part is that you can do this too. You don't need a massive audience and you don't need millions of views. You just need to be intentional when creating your content. There's countless of small creators that have proven this by leveraging strategic and high-value videos to grow their personal brand and their revenue, without needing millions of followers, but just focusing on YouTube to generate leads, build trust, and scale their business. The truth is the algorithm has completely changed. It's all about who can create the best video now. So you don't have to spend months or even years to just start seeing results. Your first well-structured YouTube video has the potential to generate leads and sales within days. Unlike TikTok or Instagram, where most people are just doom scrolling and spending 10 seconds on your reel and then scrolling past, YouTube videos are primed for you, working 24/7, bringing audiences that want to sit down, listen, and take action. This was my first video getting detailed comments, not just any sort of bot comments. These are real people and real leads. I even got people reaching out to me wanting to work with me straight away. And as you build up your YouTube channel, it's only going to get easier. So instead of spending months trying to create content that doesn't even convert, I'll show you how to craft a YouTube video that's going to turn views into paying clients, so you don't have to waste time figuring it all out. So if you're ready, let's get into it. So in this video, I'll be going over why YouTube is the most leveraged platform for building your business, what actually makes a good YouTube video, how do I find killer ideas, and the 3-step YouTube framework to generate sales. So most people think YouTube only works if you're a massive creator with millions of subscribers and a viral channel. But that's simply not true. YouTube is the most leverageable platform for building trust, authority, and getting consistent leads, regardless of your audience size. If you haven't seen by now, YouTube is following the same algorithm as Instagram and TikTok, allowing the content of small creators to get pushed to bigger audiences, changing the game from who has the most followers and subscribers to who can create the best video that resonates. But the thing is, we're living in a trust recession. We're living in a time where potential clients are overwhelmed with options. They see hundreds of ads, posts, videos every day from people offering similar services, and they don't know who to trust. This is where YouTube becomes so powerful. When someone takes the time to watch your video, they're choosing to give you their attention. And when you provide genuine value, tell your story, and showcase your expertise, you instantly separate yourself from all of the noise. If trust is at an all-time low, the goal isn't to go viral. It's about becoming a trusted voice in your niche. The difference between all the other platforms is that long-form content builds deep trust. Unlike short-form content on TikTok or Instagram, which is designed for quick bursts of engagement, YouTube is actually built for depth. If someone spends 20 minutes watching your video, they're not just scrolling, they're actually investing their time to learn from you. And this level of engagement creates a connection that no short ad or post can replicate. A 30-second ad might spark curiosity, but a 20-minute YouTube video actually showcases who you are. That's the difference. When you're on a long-form YouTube video, you actually have to prove that you are who you say you are. They're going to see you in real time, actually showcasing everything, even your quirks of how you speak, and they'll actually get to see who the real you is. And like I said, this trust is what is going to make someone choose you over your competitors. If you think about Alex Hormozi, his videos are rarely flashy. It's usually just him in front of a whiteboard and just speaking directly to you. But the thing is, he shows how competent he is, and it's packed with so much depth and information. But the viewers always walk away feeling like they've learned something valuable and will remember him for that. Like I said, the game is changing. It's not about a million views anymore. It's about targeted attention. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that you need to go viral to succeed. But the truth is, you don't need a massive audience, you just need the right audience. If your video is designed to solve a specific problem for a specific type of viewer, even a few hundred views can translate to leads, calls, and sales. Thing is, we're not interested in going viral because we're not trying to earn money through AdSense. The goal is to just use it as a marketing tool for whatever product or service that you're selling. See, if you post a video and 500 people watch it, even if just 5% of those viewers are a good fit for your service, that's 25 warm leads. And even if a handful of those leads book a call or buy your product, that video just became one of your most valuable business tools. This is obviously going to depend on your product and service and what that costs. But even if we go on the low end of high ticket services, you would just need 4 people out of those 25 warm leads at $2,500. That one video would generate you $10,000. It's about leveraging YouTube as a system for attracting and converting high quality leads, not chasing vanity metrics like subscriber counts or views. So you might be asking yourself, like, what actually makes a good video? Most people believe that a high quality video or a good video is all about lighting, cameras, and just being highly edited. But that's just a distraction. A great video isn't because of how it looks. It's only good when it shifts the viewer's belief. The reason people keep watching isn't because the video just looks good. It's because it challenges the way that they think and introduces a new perspective and forces them to see things differently. You've probably seen countless of videos where someone's just talking to the camera. There's basically no cuts, there's no graphics on the screen, but they're just talking to camera. And the reason it's a good video is because of that reason. It's going to challenge your belief and give you a new perspective. So with every video, it just needs a clear purpose. Every great video starts with a single focused message. If your audience immediately doesn't understand why they should care, they'll click off. So you want to get clarity. What's the one key belief or idea that you want to shift? And then you want to think about the impact. How will this information help your audience? And then last is the direction. What is the action that they should take after watching? So just as an example here, instead of just having a broad video like how to grow on YouTube, trying to actually refine it to why posting daily on YouTube is hurting your growth. You probably feel some sort of emotion straight away too. If everyone's telling you to post consistently, why would posting daily hurt your growth? Straight away, it's challenging a belief and making you curious. So the clearer that your purpose is, the more focused and engaging your video will be. A good video is going to prioritize engagement over perfection. Your energy, your passion, and authenticity is what's going to keep people watching. If you're genuinely excited to talk about your topic, your audience will be too. Even your energy on camera, your delivery matters too. So talk like you actually care and don't just sound monotone or robotic. No one would want to work with someone with low energy. And just be real. Don't fake some sort of professionalism. Just be yourself, because people are going to connect with the realness. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey, whether you've made millions of dollars or you're just starting out. If you show up on camera having passion for what you're talking about and you actually have the energy because you want to help people and just showing up as yourself and be exactly who you are, those three ingredients are already going to make your YouTube video a way above everyone else. And I want you to remember, if your message challenges a belief and your delivery makes people feel something, no one will care if your lighting is a little off. Like I mentioned, Alex Hormozi is just standing in front of a whiteboard or just sitting down on a chair just talking directly to you. But it's the value, the clarity, and the confidence he has when he speaks. Or if you look at Gary Vee's first videos, he even said it himself. He looks like he's a hostage and he's being forced to make these videos again and again. But his ideas and how bold he was the reason he broke through the noise. Okay, so that was going through all the non-tangible and overall aspects of making a great YouTube video. But now we want to get into the practical application of this and actually get into the details. So how to find killer video ideas. This is one of the most important things when it comes to creating content. Mr. Beast said it himself. He spends 90% of the time on the idea first before any sort of execution. And that's the thing. Many creators fall into the trap thinking that they need to be completely original ideas to stand out. But originality isn't the key to creating high converting videos. The fastest way to succeed is by modeling what already works and making it relevant to your audience. And this isn't me talking about just copying someone's idea. It's the fact that if you want to get healthy, there's only like a few things that you can do. Eat healthy, exercise, and get good with your mindset and mental space. There's really not much else to it. And it's the same with growing your personal brand. You need to have a strong offer, you need to create content around that, and you need to deliver on your promise. The whole point of not coming up with original ideas is to find the angles and perspectives of what people actually resonate with. So here's how to consistently find and craft video ideas. So the number one thing is to look at proven videos in your niche. Don't reinvent the wheel, instead just study the videos that are already performing well in your niche and start understanding these things. What makes these videos stand out? Actually pay attention to their titles, thumbnails, and content structure, and identify the patterns. Are there certain topics, angles that get the most engagement? See how people are doing titles differently. Some people just do all lower caps. Some people have extremely bold titles. Some are really long, but they still work. Or even thumbnails, some that are so simple that work, and understanding the context between the thumbnail and the title and seeing how they actually work together. Or seeing people's content structures. Some people have like mini trailers at the start of their vlogs to build up hype and making people want to stay to the end. Some people use whiteboards, or some people use these slides like me. And the last thing which not many people actually talk about, which is who is giving the message. All right. I just wanted to jump in here real quick because I was editing and I realized that when most people talk about finding ideas, it's not really clear. So I wanted to just quickly jump in and clarify exactly what I mean. So when I talk about finding the right ideas, what I mean is you want to find the right angles. So with everyone trying to lose weight, that's a common idea, but the angle and trying to find what actually resonates with people and what people connect to, that is what we're trying to find here. So if there's a video where I lost 10 kilos, 20 kilos and surprised my partner and that went really well, then we can start to understand that that angle of like losing weight for your partner actually resonates with people, actually connects with people on a deeper level, and that is what we're trying to do. We're not just trying to find ideas, but we're trying to find the angles that actually resonate specifically to your audience, but understanding that if it connects with another audience, it probably has a chance to connect with the audience too. So when you're looking for these ideas, I want you to dive a little bit deeper and not just look at the surface level idea, but understand why it's resonating with people. And that's what we're trying to find, and start building the skill of understanding why it resonates with people. You'll be able to find ideas and come up with your ideas even quicker. Hopefully that clarifies things, and yeah, let's get back into the video. So you're looking at some of these ideas thinking that they're proven ideas, but you have to also ask yourself, who is giving this information? A man's giving this information to teenagers wanting to become millionaires. but it's coming from someone who documented himself as a teenager on his path to making millions. James Smith saying that everyone is lying, telling that you can become rich online. It's coming from someone who's actually built authority in this space and has actually made money online. But understanding that these ideas work, how can you pull something out for yourself? So with Alex Hormozi giving 13 years of brutally honest business advice in 90 minutes. If you've only been in business for 4 or 5 years, how can you take that idea and that angle and relate it to you? Like the worst mistakes I made in 5 years of doing business. Omar telling you a new way to monetize content online. If everyone is selling courses and he's going the contrarian view, how can you take that idea into your world? It could be that everyone's just buying apartments, but you want to take the opposite view, saying don't buy apartments. The best way to invest is buying land and property. You can take ideas from everything already out there. Like this being an open challenge to someone directly draws in the people that wanted to try YouTube but haven't given it that crack yet. And this video breaking down 25 funnels and just giving you 6 steps to get that perfect funnel. How can you analyze the top 25 things in your niche and then give a simple strategy? So from the ideas that you find, you should always ask yourself, what's actually stopping them from buying or working with me? So if you analyze any video or even the videos above, they're all going to have these in common. So to know that your video is actually going to generate sales and not views, you need to focus on these 4. Actually answer objections from sales conversations. So actually address the common objections or concerns that frequently come up during your sales calls. Questions and challenges from your clients. Focus on solving those reoccurring questions or challenges that your clients often face. So if something gets brought up again and again, I want you to take note and then create a video specifically to answer that. Content that you disagree with. At the end of the day, everyone has a different perspective and most models or methods usually work. It's just certain models or methods fit certain people. So actually being able to challenge popular opinions or industry trends by sharing your perspective. Like the video above, if everyone's selling courses and you're saying, hey, don't sell courses, it's going to attract those people that don't really want to do courses anyway. So understanding which trends you want to ride and which ones you want to challenge. Reflecting on your journey, your mistakes, your lessons, and things I wish I knew. So providing insights and reflecting on your personal or professional experiences, highlighting the lessons learned. Like I mentioned before, people just want to listen to someone who's just real. So you don't have to copy Iman's 7 lessons to become a millionaire. Try to understand and take the lessons from your personal life and then be able to share that, because someone is going to relate to that. At the end of the day, with all these videos, I want you to always just ask yourself, what's stopping them from buying or working with me? Your video should be the solution to these objections and giving them a new belief on how to solve these problems. When people watch your content, they'll feel seen, understood, and empowered to make the next step. So after you've come up with all of your ideas, I want you to validate the idea before you enter the scripting. By answering these 4 questions, you're going to be extremely clear for every single video. You want to ask yourself, what do I want them to know? Why do I want them to know it? What do I want them to do? And why do I want them to do it? By answering these 4 questions, you're going to know if the idea is going to hit. Because you might be like, I want them to know this thing, but what do I actually want them to do? Or why do you want them to do that? By not answering these other questions, you're going to miss the other aspects of a great video. So yeah, you're going to tell them something, but they're not going to take action and they're not going to even remember you for it. So answering all 4 of these are going to be extremely important. So finally into the source of the 3-step YouTube framework to actually generate sales. Most creators pour all the energy into the content, but forget that the first 30 seconds is the most important part. This is where you grab your audience's attention or you lose them completely. No matter how good your idea is, or if there's something extremely important at the end, if you don't get the hook right and make them want to stay to the end, all your energy you put into the video gets wasted. The whole point of the hook, it's about answering unspoken questions, doubts, your audience has when they see your title and thumbnail. Your hook should immediately address these objections so viewers know that they're in the right place and watching the video is worth their time. And I cannot stress this enough, a strong hook isn't just optional. It's the key to getting people to stick around long enough to hear your message. Okay, so how to actually craft a strong hook. This is a skill in itself, but you want to anticipate and answer any of the doubts immediately. These are the questions that's going to come up in their head as soon as they click into the video. Like, does this actually work? How long is this going to take? Why should I listen to you? Who's implementing the strategy? And does this take a lot of time and effort? If you answer all of these questions within the first 30 seconds, they're going to feel like you already understand them and will be so much more open to watching the rest of your video. So I want to show you the hook that I used at the start of this video. So right at the start of the video, I told you exactly what this video is going to be about. How one great YouTube video can completely change your business. And then I told you straight away who's doing it, which is the biggest personal brands. And I told you who is implementing this. All of the biggest personal brands, whether you're an agency, selling info products, or any sort of high ticket offers. And then share the results, showing why you should implement this, because one video could even double or triple your revenue. I tell you why it's not going to take a lot of time or effort. Like, you don't need a big audience. It's not going to take forever. You don't need millions of views. You just need to do this one thing. Why should I listen to you? I showed you how my first YouTube video got hella comments and even inbound leads. So who's implementing the strategy? I tell you that countless of small creators are leveraging this. And then does this take a lot of time and effort? I tell you how you don't need months to see results. You just need one good YouTube video. And then I explain why that's true. So after your hook, you want to structure your YouTube video for maximum watch time. The best videos don't overwhelm viewers by just throwing all of the information at them at once. Instead, they're structured like a story to keep the audience engaged and guide them step by step. So when you're creating the main body and the main value points of your YouTube video, you want to just follow this framework. So you want to start with your exposition, starting with the problem and explaining why it matters. So right at the start of the video, I told you why Instagram and TikTok aren't the best platforms for building trust, and I explained why YouTube is the most leverageable platform. From there, we have rising action, building interest by highlighting why most people fail to solve this problem. So I talk about how to actually create good YouTube videos, because there's a lot of people creating on YouTube, but I highlight the reason that they fail is because they don't know how to create a proper YouTube video. And then for climax, I present my unique solution. So I show you how it's all about finding the right idea. Like Mr. Beast, again, he spends 90% on the idea. And without finding an idea and validating your idea, the rest of it's gonna fail no matter how you structure your video. And then from there, the falling action, guiding them on how to implement your solution effectively. So basically, this is the step that we're in right now, teaching you exactly how to write a hook and the main body and then the CTA next. So for each of these sections, what you want to do is also have mini hooks. Before introducing each new point, frame it as a question to build curiosity. So instead of saying YouTube is the best, you need to create good YouTube videos, and this is how you find the best ideas, you want to also have mini hooks questioning them. So for an example here, we have most creators pour all their energy into content, but forget that the first 30 seconds is the most important part. This is where you either grab your audience's attention or lose them completely. So instead of just going straight into this is how you write a hook, I want to prompt you and start questioning that belief that a hook is sort of optional. So with the mini hook, you want to start shifting their limiting beliefs. Address common misconceptions your audience might have and replace them with beliefs aligned to your solution. So for me, it was breaking the limiting belief that a strong hook is optional. By using this exact framework, you're going to have a storytelling approach which actually ensures your viewers stay engaged for longer, leading to better retention, more trust, and higher conversions. You're going to focus on retention and not just attention. You see, some people just focus on the hook and they just want to get that attention fast. But by having mini hooks and questioning their beliefs as you go throughout their video, you're also focusing on the retention, allowing them to watch the video for longer. And last but not least, we have call to action, which is turning your viewers into clients. So the thing is, a strong CTA isn't just about hard selling. It's about guiding your audience to the next logical step. And there's usually just two types of CTAs that you want to do for YouTube. Your nurture CTA, which is essentially leading them to another video. You probably see this happening a lot. This is best for shorter videos, maybe under 10 minutes, where you just want to keep building more trust. So an example for a nurture CTA could be, posting on YouTube is great, but the real growth comes from repurposing. So watch this next video to learn how to turn your videos into high-performing short clips next. Or the second type of CTA, which is your conversion CTA. Either booking a call or taking some sort of next action. This is best for longer videos where it's 20 minutes plus, where the viewer's already warmed up. So for an example, it could be you could implement this strategy yourself or let my team help you get there faster. So just click a link below to book a call and we'll create a custom roadmap to scale your business. The one thing I want to know here is the goal isn't to sell hard. It's simply just to guide them toward the next step, feeling like a natural progression. Not every video do you need to push them to try and sell them something. But if you've given a lot of value and you know there's other factors to the next step, that's when you want to try and have them take action so that they can actually accomplish the goals. So just some final thoughts of this whole video. So one thing for me I really like to do is actually just stand out by being different. When everyone zigs, I'm going to zag. If everyone's going to do thumbnails that are super loud, I'm just going to go very minimal. Just by doing the opposite, you're already going to stand out. Other than that, don't be afraid to try new ideas, experiment with your style, and most importantly, just be real. People are going to connect with you, not some fake version of you, because trying to keep that up is going to be extremely hard. Just never be afraid of just doing something completely different, because that uniqueness is what's going to make you stand out. As Kanye once said, "Everything I'm not made me everything I am," which to me is one of the most important lyrics that I actually put into everything I do here. The next thing is just remember your shifting beliefs. Don't just teach. The best videos don't just give values, they're actually shifting your perspective. Remove the idea that you're just here to give information and value, but your job is actually to challenge what your audience thinks is true and give them a better way of looking at things. That's what's going to make them trust you and work with you. And also don't do everything for the sake of just optimizing for sales, and just do it with real intention. Like, if you're genuinely trying to help your clients, I promise you the sales will come as an after effect. You have to take a long-term approach when it comes to creating content. If you're focused on every video, like I need to convert all these people with every single video, people are going to find that out very quickly and it's actually going to be a detriment. So just chill out, just talk, and just be consistent. The next thing is just forget perfection. Just be real. I know I've said this like 100 times already, but like stop focusing on just perfect edits or overthinking your delivery. Just be real. Talk like you're having a normal conversation, joke around, mess it up, it doesn't really matter. Like all of that is going to make you relatable because people don't trust perfect, they trust real. And I've said real way too much right now. And the last thing is YouTube is just one piece. YouTube isn't everything. Like if you don't have a strong offer, you don't have content on any other platforms, YouTube is not going to be the one all fix, but it is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to grow your business. And then once you pair it with Instagram, emails, and ads and create a whole system that brings you clients consistently, that's when the game changes. All right, so that was the entire YouTube masterclass, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Now, I know a lot of you are running some sort of online business and you're trying to scale up with your personal brand. And the thing is, YouTube is only one aspect of the whole entire picture. The truth is, there's so many other factors when you're growing your personal brand. Creating content on the short form platforms, emails, VSLs, storing all that content somewhere so you can distribute it on every platform, thinking about repurposing for all the other platforms too, and then tracking all that attention and converting it into paying clients. There are a lot of aspects that we actually need to think about when it comes to growing your personal brand. But if you're serious about growing and scaling your content, then I want you to click the link below because I have an entire video breaking down the content infrastructure that everyone should be placing into their business with all the content strategies, systems, and automations so you don't have to spend hours creating content and constantly feeling burnt out by the amount of content that we need to create. And by installing this system, it gives you space to actually come up with the best ideas, targeting the right audience so that you build a personal brand that's so magnetic and where people actually come to you instead of constantly chasing clients and doing stupid outreach messages, which I'm sure you're all sick of as well. Anyway, check that video out and watch it to the end because I promise you it's going to completely change how you look at growing your personal brand and creating your content. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.